Good afternoon, Team Pease. Colonel Nelson Perron here with Chief Master Sgt. Kevin Reiter and our special guest, Major Mastrobattista. So it's great to be here today, and we're real excited for our Peggy Podcast number 5. Before we get into our preview of our air show this September, we wanted to just thank the wing for a tremendous effort last UTA with our Operation Wildcat.
Yeah, what an unbelievable event. We brought 7 Air National Guard units out, of course the New Hampshire Guard, and then Minnesota, Delaware, North Carolina, Maine, New York, and Utah, all to pull off this operation.
Yeah, Chief and I couldn't be more impressed with the efforts of this wing. We really started this effort about 8 months ago when we came up with the idea to go along with the tags Train to Excite. What could we do to excite the airmen of this wing, but also get after that readiness training that's so important? And that's when we came up with the idea of deploying a large readiness exercise to Lodges Air Base in the Azores.
Yeah, we were able to spin up the wing for about 7 days, and we took 293 airmen overseas, but it really took a lot of effort here at home station with the prepare to deploy and then the MOB, and then really activating the entire wing to make sure we can get the 5 KC-46, 1 KC-135, and 1 C-17 off the ground.
Yes, Chief, it truly was an all-hands-on-deck effort. One of the things that I was certainly impressed was when we went out to visit our airmen in lodges for the DV day and talking with the leadership out there. One of the stats that really stood out to me is out of our 300 plus airmen that deployed, 153 of those airmen were E5s and below, truly empowering them to get after that readiness training. And boy, did we see smiles on their faces.
Yeah, we really wanted to train to excite. We really wanted to take our young airmen and get them on the road, have them experience what it's like to fly in the KC-46 and really get a chance to leave the great state and leave this great nation. And we brought over 30 AFSCs and really were able to generate 19 sorties, an absolutely unbelievable operation executed flawlessly.
It really was. And one of the things that was not lost on me is this is the first time that I can remember in my time here at Pease that we did an exercise without any simulations or limitations. We really let this exercise take shape, and that's why from the get-go, it really wasn't an exercise, it was an Operation Wildcat that was well done by the 157th. And we even got a nice note back from General Minahan with a job well done, and he started the email off with, "Wow," all capitalized.
Absolutely. Great job to the men and women out there. And now we're on to the June UTA, which is another busy UTA for us here.
It sure is. We've got a lot of things planned for this UTA, and to kick it off, we're going to go and participate in the Portsmouth 400, Chief.
We sure are. So, it's the 400-year anniversary for the great city of Portsmouth, and we have an opportunity to bring about 100 men and women out there and take part in their parade celebrating their great city. So that'll happen Saturday morning, right around 9 o'clock through 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A great event.
Yeah. And I'm going to rewind just a touch because really our drills tend to start off on Friday. So I know this Friday we have a lot of events planned. Some of those are assumptions of command. So I know Friday afternoon we have an assumption of command in our maintenance group where Lieutenant Colonel Dave Whitney will take over as the squadron commander over in the AMXS squadron. So hats off to him, and we're really excited to see his leadership and what he will do with that great squadron in maintenance. And then we will bid a farewell to Colonel Jeffrey Cole, who retires that afternoon.
Yep, it'll be a great day of event. Then roll into Saturday with that parade. Saturday afternoon, we'll say goodbye to our very own Vice Wing Commander, Colonel Todd Swass. After 30 years of service, and that'll be in Hangar 254. And then Sunday, we have another busy day. Really want to kick off with some AFSC training in the morning. Then we have our listed council, our top 3. And then to close out the afternoon, we have the Logistic Training Squadron Assumption of Command by Lieutenant Colonel Moyer Cuthbert.
Yes, Chief, that'll be great. And we also have a retirement ceremony that Sunday as well for Lieutenant Colonel Emily Lawrence. So we wish her a farewell as well, and wish her happy trails in the future.
Absolutely. And Sunday afternoon, we also have our color run that was scheduled by our Special Observations Committee. So no registration needed for that. 14:45, show up to Building 149. It's going to be a 1 mile run and a fun event for our airmen to get out there and get some physical activity. We also, sir, have some great training lined up over the weekend, some active shooter training led by our security forces, defenders. Two opportunities to get training, Saturday 9 and 1, and same thing Sunday 9 and 1 at the BAP. And the biggest thing we want to get across is for our airmen to understand escape, barricade, and fight. Those steps that will save lives along the way. But our defenders will get out there and make sure that our folks are trained up. But if you take anything out of it, escape, barricade, and fight.
Thanks for that, Chief. Not that I want to fast forward through the summer, but I do want to talk about our air show that we're having in September. So we've invited Major Michelle Mastrobattista to give us some highlights of what we should expect as a wing for a September UTA.
Hey, thanks, sir. Thanks for having me, Chief, too. I'm Major Michelle Mastrobattista, your air show director for this iteration of the air show. Currently scheduled for 9 to 10 September. 8 September, the Friday before the drill, is the family day, so we highly encourage all members of the wing to partake in that. Invite your families to come out and get a sneak peek to what we have to offer over the entirety of the weekend. So some people might be asking, why are we doing this air show again? Didn't we just do one a couple years? Yes, we did, but no air show is the same. And we just want to improve on what we were able to accomplish during the COVID year. We learned a lot and just want to make it better. But in addition to making it better, we do want to focus on a few things of why we do the air show. The mission and the vision kind of overlap, but basically we do want to exhibit our military air power to everyone across the world, that we are the best and continue to be so. We are always looking to recruit, not just in the Air Force, but across STEM and community partners. We can't do this alone. We need everybody, and so we just want to highlight that. Additionally, it's a great opportunity to give back to the community, not just as taxpayers, but they have to listen to the planes go overhead and just go through the thrash of everything the military goes through. We just want to put it out there. This is a free event, and we open our gates to them. But it's not just about the things in the air. We also have a really robust STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics program set up. At the 2021 air show, we had one hangar overflowing with opportunities to share what our community has to offer. And this year, Colonel Perron has allowed us to fill 2 hangars, so we're very excited about that. Some of the organizations that we're super excited to have this year are Beta Technologies. They're coming down from Vermont. They're probably our most far organization coming down to see us, as well as some closer organizations such as First Robotics, the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, TurboCam, MIT, Lincoln Labs, and much more. And people are still knocking down our door to come onto our quad for that. In the air, we plan to have our F-16 Viper demo team, so we're excited to host them. Additionally, we have a P-51 formation, the UH-60 Black Hawk, Rob Holland, F-16, F-35, Paracommandos, and more, the list keeps growing. Statics that we plan to have are the A-10, KC-135, KC-46, C-17, C-130, and we're excited to host the B-52 for that. So the B-52 is special to us, which actually ties into, they'll be partaking in a marquee event for us. The B-52 that's coming to Pease for the air show was a part of the unit that our namesake Harold Pease was a part of. So one of the key events will be the Pease ceremony on Sunday of the air show. And then the day before that on Saturday, we'll have the wing jet dedication ceremony, and that's really an opportunity to highlight all the things that the community, Portsmouth and Newington specifically, have given to us, the support over the years for that. And so that's really just high-level stuff. It keeps the program keeps being shifted and added because more people want to partake and be here for us, and we really appreciate it. This is a team effort, and it's a rare opportunity. I think that the military, the base, really gets to interact with the civilian partners. The law enforcement, people from across the country are coming here to be with us, and just really appreciate it.
Great. Well, thanks for that, Michelle. I know you and your team are working countless hours looking at this air show, and we really appreciate that effort. I think your team just went to an air show over at Westover Air Base recently and got some lessons learned from them as well.
Yes, we did, sir. So we went over there a few weeks ago to see our partners, our air show partners, and they let us tag along. Definitely some good lessons learned. We want to steal their ideas, and they're going to come over to our air show. They're super excited to come over and be with us. Definitely learning over the months doing this project that air show world is small. And it's definitely reciprocal. The people want to come here, you got to go to other places, and it's a very joint effort, and can't do it without them.
Oh, that's great. Those lessons learned will be invaluable to our air show's success in September, and I'm really excited to implement those this year since the last air show that we did in 2021.
Yeah, one of the questions the Colonel and I have when we go around base is, why are we having it on the UTA weekend? And the simple answer really is, many hands make light work. So as we look to bring in roughly 40,000 members each day onto the base, we want to make sure that we have the right manpower and support so that the workload doesn't fall to a small group of members. So we want our folks to be excited, be energetic, be able to work the air show, but also be able to take enough breaks and make sure we have a smooth operation. So that's the big push to have it on the UTA weekend.
That's right, Chief. It's going to be an exciting 2 days for the air show, but I know lots of work will go into making it a tremendous success.
Well, it looks like we have a few minutes left in the Peggy podcast. I know we're going to have many visitors coming on the base over the next few weeks, and so I don't know if you want to take a few minutes to describe who we have coming through.
Yeah, thanks, Chief. Really excited. So the wing is hosting some cornet movements through here starting this week. And we have some visitors coming out from Buckley, California with some F-16s that will be transiting through the base. Our Northeast Tanker Task Force planners are actually the ones in charge of those movement of aircraft. They'll be heading off overseas where they'll be supporting Air Defender, which is the largest transatlantic move in NATO history. And that's an all Air National Guard led exercise. So we're very excited not only to be planning, but also to be participating in that exercise. We have many of our airmen from across the space that are taking part, to include our defenders, to include our air traffic controllers, as well as our ops and maintenance and our LRS folks that are helping with the movement of the aircraft and then supporting with our mighty KC-46s overseas.
Yep, an absolutely amazing event, amazing operation taking place in June, and it takes all of us here in this base to support that. So thank you all for who have your hands tied in that. And so wrapping up, sir, I think we have two special shout outs you want to give, and I can go first. I really want to give a shout out to Chief Master Sgt. Scott Dodge, our newest Chief Master Sergeant on base. He just pinned on the 25th of May. Congratulations, Scott, to you and your family. Well deserved.
Yes, and I'd just like to echo my sincere thanks to Colonel Todd Swass, who will be retiring this weekend on Saturday with over 30 years of service, dedicated service to this great nation. And I couldn't do the job that I do, and I know, Chief, you echo the same, without Todd's tremendous support and leadership that he's shown through this wing for his time here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for what you do. Keep crushing it, and we look forward to seeing you out there.